Good morning, everybody. Wake up in Provincetown. This week featuring Can I have some coffee? Make it strong, please. Hey! Oh! Hey! No, really, can I have some coffee?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning to you.
Good morning, everybody. It's Friday, June 18th. Thank you for joining us on Wake Up in Provincetown. We have a great show for you today. If you're wondering why I'm wearing sunglasses and a hat, it's because I just came from a photo shoot for this modeling gig that I got. Do you know about this?
I didn't know. I didn't hear about it.
I'm now a model for Papyrus greeting cards. Jonathan, do you have that picture? So, apparently, somebody at Papyrus has appropriated my likeness and slapped it on a beach-themed birthday card, and I want some money. If you know anybody at Papyrus, I want some free greeting cards. I want a check in the mail. Just kidding. My friend Laura Lee works for them, and she sent me this, and she was like, every time I see this card, I say, hi, Bob.
Well, it's weird because it's a guy with a beard and sunglasses and a hat, but it also does look like you.
Does.
Like if I put on a hat and sunglasses, it wouldn't look like me.
Right. It's the shape of my face. It's on a beach.
Right. You live on a beach.
I do live on a beach, and I always have this on. Anyway, thank you, Papyrus, for putting my face and likeness all over the world.
Like Bob said, we do have a really exciting show for you today. We have a performance by Drew Smith, the super hunk.
This is like Hot Boy Summer episode.
Yeah. We also have Lam and Steve from the Men of Melanin Magic coming to chat with us, and also Steve and Danny from the Stowaway Society coming to chat with us. Yeah.
And you talked to Chris Spaulding about spilling some tea here at the PBC.
We did, yeah.
We're going to see that in a few minutes.
Yum.
But first, Harry, how was your week?
It was really cute. The weather was phenomenal all week, minus that one little rainy day. But I had a really fun week. After the show here Friday morning, I did make it to Sean Treadwell's gallery Friday night. He had his first Friday night opening. It was so cool, so fun. So many amazing people came out to see it. There was snacks, there was wine, and some really incredible art. Yeah.
Did he have any sales?
Yeah.
Congratulations,
I was there for that first red sticker.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And he was like, I don't know if I'm going to do the whole wine and cheese thing because that's kind of done. I'm glad that he ended up doing it.
He did like wine and Reese's cups.
Oh.
The little ones.
Even more fun.
The good ones.
The ones in the gold foil.
Yeah.
Nice touch, Sean.
Exactly.
Very nice touch.
But it was a lot of fun. Sean is going to have an opening every Friday night. He's going to change out the art every Friday night. So 6 to 9, after you leave tea on Friday, make sure to stop by, pop into Sean's gallery, see all the amazing, incredible new art that's up, and bring money.
Did you go to tea this week?
I did.
This was the first week that you could go to tea during the week.
Yeah.
There's 7 days a week now.
I didn't go Monday through Wednesday, but
we were doing a sunset cruise yesterday, and we pulled the boat up just to see. We're like, let's go see what's going on at tea. The outside full.
No way.
It's like summertime now.
Yeah.
Like summertime busy. It's July and August busy in the middle of June, which is a great harbinger for town.
Which means July and August is going to be carnival every day.
I can't wait. Speaking of carnival, are we ranting and raving on this episode?
Sure, go for it.
I need to rant. I'm like, which
we were
one's the
raving.
bad one? Well, I want to do the bad one first.
Okay.
Against the select board. Hi, guys. Except John Golden, who I love, who voted yes.
We love all of you.
I do love all of you. I'm mostly playing. But the select board voted 4-1, 3-1, somebody abstained, not to have a carnival parade despite the lifting of all restrictions in Massachusetts. Just so you guys know, carnival is my anniversary, and there will be a parade. There's going to be a parade.
I agree. There is going to be a parade. Like, people are going to put on their looks. People are going to be walking around Commercial Street. If you really need someone throwing cheap Tito's sunglasses at you, I'll be there for you.
Beads!
Yeah. Just think of the plastic waste that won't end up in the ocean.
Way to go.
Yeah.
So you're raving about the select board's decision.
Kinda, yeah. I'm like, we don't need it.
I just want everybody to remember that it's Carnival Day. please express yourself. Isn't it like
Yeah.
every week there's an express yourself
Exactly,
day according to
yeah.
the PBG? It's still going to be Thursday of Carnival Week.
Just be your very own carnival parade.
It doesn't have to be an official town thing or an official PBG thing. Just be whoever the hell you want to be at all times, in
Yeah,
fact.
yeah.
Which is why we came here in the first place.
Yeah.
So you know I love you guys. I'm just kidding, Leslie. Wheezy. Does
Oh my
anybody call
God.
Louise Venden Wheezy? We do now. Hey, girl.
She hates us now.
Did you see the mural outside of Marine Specialties?
I did. That is gorgeous.
Patrick is having a moment.
He really is.
He is.
Is he the it boy of the summer?
Yet to be seen.
Okay.
Because there's a couple guys on the show today that may be the it boy of the summer. For all I know, you're the it boy.
I'm
of
the it
summer.
boy of every summer. Sorry about it. Someone messaged me and said we should do like a cute boy of the week every week. I'm like, we do that. It's just me every week. Sorry about it.
Boy, oh boy, it's getting deep in here.
Yeah. I also performed with Jonathan Hawkins Saturday night at Broadway on the Beach.
How'd it go?
Good. Yeah. The show the show was truly incredible. John Hawkins, Bobby Weatherby, Kaya Cristal, John Richardson, and Lil Old Me. I was very honored to share the stage with such legends.
People are allowed to sit closer to the acts now?
Yeah, it was a very cute crowd. It was really incredible. I sang Beautiful City from Godspell, kind of in honor of the 5th anniversary of the tragedy at Pulse. Yeah, it was great.
I'm glad you guys did well and had a good time. Sold out crowd?
It was a great crowd.
Excellent.
Yeah. Make sure to check that out every Sunday night moving forward. Sunday, right? Right. Check it out Sunday. They had a few Saturday show, but now they are well into their full summer schedule, so that is going to be every Sunday night.
And if you've been following local news and now national and international news, you know by now that local fisherman, lobster diver, Michael Packard, was in the mouth of a whale last Friday morning. It happened right before we went on the air. I don't think the story broke until after our show was over. But he was
Right.
on Jimmy Kimmel 2 nights ago. Did you see that?
No, I saw like he was in like a whale's mouth.
Yeah, so they built a giant whale's mouth and he was sitting in it. They like wheeled Michael Packard out and Josiah Mayo was there too to talk about what happened. Because Jimmy Kimmel was like, when I read this story, I was like, there's no way that this is true. And then I saw you guys talking on your local news and I was like, I believe these people and I can tell that they're telling the truth. We are in fact having Josiah on this show next Friday.
I love it.
He's still doing his international media tour right now. He's probably sitting on a couch with Oprah and Kate Middleton as we speak. But they're going to be back in town soon to talk with us.
Cute. I was like, oh, we should get him on the show. And then I'm like, oh, he's on Jimmy Kimmel.
Yeah, he talked to Anderson Cooper the other day.
Yeah.
I'm like, Michael Packard's never coming home.
Right. He's a star.
He has 2 kids. He'll be right back.
Right.
So aside from the sunset cruise that I did yesterday, I did finally get to go to Mistralino for the first time
Oh,
this
no
season.
way.
You've been already.
Yeah. I mean, I got there as soon as it was open. I needed that bolognese.
See, I thought, wait, is this the chicken parm that you always rave about?
No, I've actually never had their chicken parm because the bolognese is so good. I get chicken parm everywhere except for like 2 or 3 places, and Mistralino is one of them. Not because I don't like their chicken parm, but because their bolognese is so incredible.
Well, because Peter won't eat bolognese, we shared the vongole and the chicken parm. Stellar.
Good.
Amazing. So delicious and cheesy. And we sat upstairs at the bar with
Oh,
Ed and Trevor.
cute.
The bartender up there, you know Sean, right?
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Yeah, he's great.
Excellent service. And June, you guys, we had so much fun there last night. Thank you so much.
Maybe we'll get really
Fantastic.
stoned and get both.
Do.
Yeah.
And then
Or
like,
we can go together. We'll split
Oh,
both.
100%. Absolutely. It's still my birthday.
What? Speaking of birthdays, this week was one of my favorite people on the planet's birthday, almost tied with Bob.
Oh, that's sweet.
It was João Santos' birthday, and we all love him here at Wake Up in Provincetown, and kind of the whole town, which was very apparent at his birthday party. That was this past Wednesday night, right here at the brewery. It was a night of 1,000 Joaos, and people really turned it out.
Do you have any pictures of
Yeah, I
that?
think we have pictures. We got them up? Maybe.
What were you wearing? Which duo were you?
I just wore all the clothes that João has left at my house. I figured that was just the best way to go. And I borrowed a wig from my roommate, Samuel.
who's that?
That's Mikey Bukaram.
Mikey Bukaram, your duo was really good.
I know. Like, work on growing your hair out like that. It's pretty stunning.
That one in the middle, though, is terrible. That doesn't look anything like Joel. Look at all these people.
I know. So cool.
And then they all made it down to the A house. On my way into the A house, I saw Trevor leaving the A house, and I was like, "Oh, is the party over already? Why were you leaving so early?" He's a responsible boy. Somebody has to be an adult in the room, and it's
Yeah.
not going to be either one of us.
She's busy.
So thank you, Trevor.
Honestly, if any other person on the planet was like, ooh, I'm going to do a night of 1,000 me's for my birthday, I'd be like, my eyes would explode. I would roll them so hard. Like, Joe's literally the only person. I'm like, yeah, do that. That's perfect.
Beloved pillar of the community.
Yeah. And I think wig sales in Provincetown skyrocketed, somehow even more than they already were.
Happy birthday,
Yeah,
Joelle.
happy birthday, Joelle. Yeah.
What's the weather like this week?
Oh,
It's
weather?
going to be 75 and sunny today.
That's wicked exciting.
That's okay. We're just going to look out the window and tell. It's like perfect today in Provincetown.
It's going to be good weather all weekend. Mid 60s to high 70s. Sun. Tomorrow might be a little cloudy, but that's not going to stop anyone.
What else do you got for local news?
I don't know.
Oh, you know what? Everybody's been asking because last year it didn't get to happen, but the White Party is officially happening
No
over
way.
Labor Day weekend this year. In 2019, Bob Lenzi and his White Party raised $90,000 for Outer Cape Health Services.
Damn.
Last year, of course, it wasn't as much because it was a virtual event, but the White Party will be back. Everybody's been asking me how and when they can get tickets to it. The answer is in August. They are going to go live on the website, which is whitepartyprovincetown.org. Just keep checking in. It's going to be like one day, boop, for sale. There's also
And they're gonna be gone.
They're going to be gone instantaneously. But he's going to do that thing that he did before, where there's like a tiered level, like whale level. If you donate this much, you get a ticket sooner.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. And also, there's priority for people that donated last year in the middle of the,
Oh, that's
the no
great.
party.
Yeah.
So thank you, Bob. We're all really excited for Labor Day, which means I have 2 months to lose that last COVID-5 that's just clinging.
Bob, you look great.
Oh, you're so sweet. He's so cute. He's so sweet.
2 years ago it was a white Speedo. This year it'll be like a white caftan.
I'm totally tending bar in a caftan this year. Thank you. I don't have to lose any weight.
A caftan and a giant hat. Did you make it to Drizzleshaft on Monday?
I did.
Cute. How was it?
It was really fun, right, Jonathan? Wasn't Velvet fun? It's called the Red Room now. Wasn't the Red Room really fun on Monday? It was the first Gesellschaft of the
Did
year.
we decide on that?
I think it's a hard G. It's a German word, so it's a hard G, right?
Okay.
I'm going to ask my phone later on how to say it, which I should have done probably a year ago. But the theme was ER.
Yeah.
And so everybody was in their best emergency room look. Did you see Joel Harms?
No.
It was a light up costume, and it was an x-ray machine.
How did that work?
So his costume looked like bones, and the thing was just lighting up the whole time.
I saw a picture of it and I couldn't wrap my brain around it.
Yeah, x-ray machine.
That's killer.
It was killer.
I didn't make it. I was a little. I joined the club of masks went away, and I immediately got sick, like kind of everyone. Mm-hmm. It is going around. Be careful. Wash your hands. What else are we supposed to do? I already forgot. But this coming week, the theme is PE.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah, gym class.
Excellent.
Everyone's just gonna wear a jockstrap. It's gonna be cute.
I'm gonna bring a dodgeball and like just throw it at people. Can we do that?
I wouldn't recommend.
No?
No.
Don't you know what Gesellschaft means?
Throwing dodgeballs at people?
It means gay dodgeball.
It means treat people like family? Yeah.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
Gay dodgeball.
Very cute. Should we do the Spaulding video?
Yes.
Yeah. So I sat down with Chris Spaulding earlier this week to talk about the new rollout of the Spilt Tea, the hard seltzer that is launching here at the brewery later today. It was a lot of fun. Chris is one of my favorite people on the planet. You literally can't hang out with him and just not have a smile on your face the whole time. He has such an infectious, amazing energy that you're about to see right now. Take it away, Chris. The Provincetown Brewing Company. We're sitting down today with Christopher Spaulding.
Hi.
Thanks for sitting down with us today.
Of course. Oh my God, you're my favorite person in Provincetown. So it's my pleasure.
So Chris Spaulding is a member of the brewery family. He does work as a show choir choreographer.
Indeed.
And he's also a really incredible production designer, and that's why we're sitting down with him today. The brewery just launched a brand new hard seltzer. They had it in the tap room a few weeks ago, and it's going to be back tonight,
yeah, it made a Memorial Day debut, and
A little
then
test
a
run.
little test run, and it just like took totally off. Yeah, we ran out of our kegs before the weekend ended, and so we're really excited to get it back on tap. and then to get it canned.
Yeah, people have been asking for it ever since, and we are excited to say that tonight in the brewery we're gonna have it back.
Yes, and it really is like the taste of summer.
Oh my god, amazing! So
Yeah,
tell us
yeah,
about
yeah.
it. What's it called? What's the flavors?
Well, you know, last year in a kind of in that pandemic way, we were still open, but a lot of people were coming in and enjoying the beers that we have on draft. But everybody kept asking for a seltzer, so we figured that was kind of a place that we could tap into. And more than anything, we really just wanted it to be kind of a refreshing summer party. So yeah, we decided, because no great party would be good without a little tea being spilled, we decided to call it Spilt Tea.
I love that. So you said the Spilt Tea has kind of the perfect taste for summer. What are the flavors in that?
Yeah, you know, it's just really refreshing. It's almost like a dry rosé. It's got hibiscus and rosehip tea blend, and we sweeten it with strawberry essence. So it's just got a really vibrant taste. It's really kind of clean and palatable. The color is actually just as vibrant as the taste. It's a really beautiful pink color. So that's very cool, and
We're into all of that.
We're into all of that, right?
I found that when I tasted it when I was here for Memorial Day, I found that it was sweet in flavor,
Yeah.
but not sugary.
Absolutely.
Like it was dry, but that like delicious strawberry made it the flavor sweet.
Yeah, and it took us a few tries with the development of the recipe actually to land in that particular pocket. We didn't want it to taste like a lot of the other hard seltzers that have that artificial sweetener taste where you can like obviously taste, you know. So we decided to go, first we tried strawberry puree and then that didn't quite work. So we decided to go with the strawberry essence to add that little kick on the end.
I mean, that sounds delicious.
Yeah,
and it is delicious.
And it really is. The other cool thing about it is, whereas you wouldn't normally drink a lot of beer on ice, this is really good alone in the glass or over ice. It's like almost like a shandy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we're going to be seeing a lot of this on the beach.
Yeah, no, absolutely, absolutely. And it's like definitely okay to drink it. You don't feel it quite bad if you're drinking it at like 10 in the morning.
I never feel bad about that. So in addition to working on the flavor and the actual seltzer itself, you're also kind of the mind behind the creative campaign around it.
Yeah. Well, it was a lot of fun to develop that. Here at the brewery, we do a lot of work and a lot of collaboration, especially with local artists. So we have Paul Rizzo that just has artwork that just appeared on our double IPA, and Greg Salvatore is on the Asphalt Glitter. We've got Gaston. We try to really embody the idea and the community of Provincetown with not only our beer and the taste, but also the imagery. So like I was mentioning, it's like a party in your mouth. We wanted it to look visually like a very flamboyant, kind of campy, you know, dishy tea party.
I love that.
Yeah, so we teamed up with the renowned photographer Greg Salvatore, who is just you know, awesome, who, like I mentioned, did our Asphalt Glitter can. And we kind of came up with this concept that we have different pillars of the community sitting around, literally, you know, a table spilling the tea. Yeah, and I'm an antique junkie, so I'm always, you know, I'm from Mississippi originally, and I'm always in every little like roadside store off Highway 49. So it was fun to be able to use this as an excuse to buy a bunch of little teacups. We got serving pieces from the Methodist Church. We went to Yesterday's Treasures and got some really, you know, beautiful things. One of our investors, David, lent us his teapot. So I got to really live my like old granny tacky fantasy. You know, if you look at my cabinets at home, it's like every serving piece is like old granny china. You know.
So you got some really cool people to also contribute hands. In the
Yeah, we
picture?
really wanted it to be just as much of a representation of who we are as the brewery as who Provincetown is as a community. So we got one of our favorite regulars. Her name is Elaine. She's always at the end of the bar. You might know her if you've come in. Hi, Elaine.
You might have had one of her cookies.
You might have had one of her cookies. Absolutely. She runs around like the cookie fairy, you know, giving cookies to everybody here at the brewery. But we put her in the picture. We got our friend Bobby Kelly. We wanted some big, strong kind of man hands in there, so we got him. Kaya Cristal, always, you know, fabulous AF.
The odd con herself.
Yes, she is the one literally serving the tea. And then we were really pleased and thought it definitely wouldn't be a party without having the town crier involved, because who else would know all of the all of the goings on about town? So we got our new town crier, Daniel Gomez, to come and also participate in it. Yeah.
That sounds so killer.
Yeah, it was an interesting photo shoot too, because what we did, we worked with Greg to actually do it as a composite shot. He's really amazing at Photoshop, obviously, and so what we did is we scheduled each of the talent to have their own individual photo shoots.
Oh.
So especially when you're dealing with liquids and when you're dealing with these kind of very precariously balanced structures and everything, it gave us a little more flexibility to work with each member of the image at one time, and then we went back and kind of composited all of the images together, which was also a very cool process. And Greg is a genius in all of that, and so
having 4 people bumping around a tea table.
Exactly.
That's not the kind of tea we're trying to spill.
And we were really spilling the tea, so we actually even made like what is essentially a little kiddie pool on the bottom. We shot it in his studio over in Whalers Wharf. So we actually made a kiddie pool so that when the tea would spill off, it
wouldn't be everywhere.
It wouldn't be everywhere.
Smart, very smart.
So it was fun. We did that, and then we also like the flavor profile, all of the notes in the flavor profile I was mentioning. We also put that imagery as dry ingredients across the front as well, just so that you're getting that kind of, you're making that connection between what's in it more than just like an ingredient list on the back. You're really able to kind of see the strawberries and see the rosehip and the tea spilt out. Yeah,
that's so cool. So starting tonight, you're gonna be able to come in and get it on draft and in cans.
Yes, on draft and in cans, and then it's gonna be a staple. We're gonna carry it. It'll be distributed throughout Provincetown. We're gonna be able to sell it at tea at Boat Slip. So that's gonna be a really cool. Cool tea at tea. Make sure you ask for it.
I love that. Well, we're really excited to come in and get a draft. I'll be here tonight drinking it up.
Awesome.
Even more than I had Memorial Day weekend, which was a lot.
Which was a lot.
When they say it went quick, I definitely.
I think I had my fair share as well.
Exactly. So definitely stop in and grab a Spilt Tea. Stop in.
And thank you so much.
Of course,
happy summer. What we need is a party after all that we just went through.
100%.
It's like, this is the time for the tea party, so let's serve.
Yeah, and we've got tea to spill.
Yes.
See you later.
All right, bye Provincetown.
So is that Spilt Tea available right now?
Later tonight. It is going to be exclusively sold right here at the brewery and also at Tea, because like tea at Tea, what a great idea. Yeah. So make sure to stop in tonight at the brewery or in the, at Tea. Yeah.
Please welcome to the show Steve Azar and Danny Marandola of the Stowaway Society. Yeah, feel free to applaud.
Yeah. There's people here. Clap.
Yeah, there actually are people here now, and there's going to be more of them in the future. Guys, thank you so much for making some time to be here.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Of course. So tell us a little bit about the mission of the Stowaway Society.
Sure. Being in Provincetown now for 2 years and being a small business owner, especially with the guest house, I just saw a couple things happening. There was definitely a need in our town. I think a lot of our friends, even this summer, aren't in town, and a lot of creatives don't have the opportunity to be here because of affordability anymore. And on the other hand, I see that we have guest house and other spaces that are heated and vacant for more than half the year. And a lot of the history of Provincetown, a lot of artists used to come through in the winter, and so what we're hoping to do is kind of merge the need with the resources that we actually have in town, raise money, provide small stipends to either Airbnb owners or small guest house, that kind of thing, to house artists in the winter, and which we're hoping also helps with the winter economy as well.
Yeah.
It's a real sort of, that's part of it, and another part, we're hoping that people can bequeath properties and we can start other types of affordability for LGBTQAI plus creatives in town. So we're really excited.
Yeah, you kind of got your feet wet having an artist residency with Mike Sullivan.
That's right.
Who a lot of you may know, he lives in town, and I feel like it's a perfect example of how this is great for the community. You had him here for an artist residency. Now he bartends here at the brewery. He's showing in galleries. He has an exhibition at the Commons soon. He's now a member of the community, which is really incredible.
Yeah, we've done about 4 so far, and some of the outcomes are incredible. I've sort of been just doing it at my cost. I just give a room for about a month each. Mike was the first one. Mm-hmm. We tried it out last year, and it was such a success story. I mean, even that's how Merlot found her way to Provincetown and ended up spending the summer coming out of a really sort of bad situation. Merlot was a woman of color, trans, and she's now back in New York and doing really well. Mike became a permanent resident, as you just said, here, is doing all kinds of art shows, is now in the Schoolhouse Gallery, so like, mom is like so proud. And well, other things too, like we had Sam Waxman, who's a photographer in town, and he helped a lot of other businesses too with their photography for marketing and things, but also the town of Provincetown has hired him to do more inclusive, diverse marketing for town. So it's like the ripple effects are incredible. He's also in the Treadwell Gallery. So we're trying to work with Sean Treadwell and kind of merge these emerging artists to give opportunity to actually be in galleries in town. So it's kind of incredible.
Yeah, I saw some really incredible work by him that he shot from cruise quarters.
Oh, yeah.
So amazing.
So amazing.
Yeah.
And what Stuart's doing
It's
there
going
is
to be
great,
really
too.
hard to get a word in edgewise.
I know.
With
I'm going to
these.
stop.
Oh, no, this
I'm
what he said.
So how did Steve tell us your
Yeah.
role in the Stowaway Society and how this came to be.
So I came to check out this summer, possibly living here, and while I was here checking out some opportunities, Steve and I got talking, and for me, I've worked in the entertainment and events and fundraising for a very long time, but sadly in New York, a lot of the gay venues are owned by straight men, and they wouldn't really know how to give back charitably to our community. And so for me, a big part of it was hearing about this opportunity and being able to really bring back the community that was here that makes this place so special. I saw as an opportunity to like really leave a mark, and I said, why not? Why not come to this beautiful place? And since arriving, everybody's been so lovely and welcoming that for me it just kind of makes sense. And then while I was here visiting and kind of doing an interview, we had Sam Waxman there in Cheeky, who's a 22-year-old Salvadorian trans woman of color who was shooting and early in her transition, but also owning every bit about herself and really empowering other people by being so confident, sexy, and cool. And it was really nice to see that young person here. And something that she said really stuck with me, and that was that she has spent her whole life looking over her shoulder, afraid that she's going to get beat up or jumped. And being in Provincetown was one of the first times in her entire life that she felt safe, just walking down the street, not having to worry about a thing. And she got all emotional about that, and that kind of motivated me to go, there needs to be more, and this is an opportunity where I think my background can bring a lot to this community. So here we are.
So how does the work begin?
So that's part of it. It's really grassroots right now. We just became a nonprofit with the state, and we have our FEIN. We're going after our 501c3 now, but we've opened a bank account. We're going to have fundraising. We're getting into the details of the programming right now. We launch our website at the end of the week, which will be Stowaway, www.stowawaysociety.com. So we're super excited. .com. It will be .com.
cute.
Yeah, I got it.
We learned that together, guys.
So it's really exciting. Yeah.
And Danny, you're an artist yourself, correct?
I used to be a performer, a singer-actor, lived in Germany for some years, and then I started doing nails in COVID, which was kind of fun. So for me, I was very, grew up in Iowa, Midwest, very closeted, played sports, but because of performing and whatnot, I was constantly in running entertainment around drag queens and performers, and I loved helping them stone outfits. And I was like, this is so relaxing and fun. And so beginning of COVID, I was bored at home, and I said to myself, what have I always wanted to do that was queer and made me uncomfortable, because I should definitely explore that. And so I started ordering nails and talking to the queens that I know, and one thing led to another, and now I make nails for queens and Drag Race and whatnot.
You did the nails in the promo, in the image for Spilt Tea.
Yeah.
Those daggers that Kaya's got on. Yeah.
And the other gal, she had these smaller blue nails, but they were
They were very fitting for Elaine.
Yeah.
And I heard you did all of Tina Burner's nails on Drag Race?
I did.
That's...
I've done some for Jackie Cox, and this next season I have 3 queens on this next season, whose names I cannot say. Did a bunch of nails for them, and it's kind of been a cool evolution because you constantly have to do one better than the last time.
Yeah.
So I'm very much looking forward to, I have these clear nails that have floating flowers inside of them that are coming out, so those are going to be really cool too. But I've had a gay old time with it.
So you own every jar of yellow and red nail polish on the planet?
Not quite, but we're getting there.
Right. I love that.
And so he's another example of bringing queer artists to town in a bunch of different ways. Because it's not only, for us, it's really about the artist who hasn't necessarily gotten the platform yet, or sort of needs to be connected to resources and that kind of thing. So it's exciting.
That's really cool.
Had you been to visit much before you moved here?
Yeah, every year I'd come for a few days, but there was always this draw and a comfort here that I couldn't really describe. I just knew I wanted to be here at some point, and I didn't know when. And when COVID hit, and I broke my leg, and I was home with my parents for 3 months, and I was really thinking about like, what's next for me? You know, is it going back to events in New York? And I spoke with Steve, and Steve said, why don't you come here and visit, do some interviews, and see? And then we got talking about the Stowaway Society, and just kind of fell into place. So here I am. Y'all are stuck with me.
Excellent.
Yay. We're happy to.
Yeah. We love your mission, you guys. Good luck.
Thank you.
And let us know how we can help in any way. We're here.
Well, the community can help if anyone has spaces, especially in the winter, that they would be open to having artists come and stay. That's the type of programming, you know. So the more people that can reach out to us, let us know about spaces that are available, and it's not only spaces for housing, but it's also safe spaces for programming too. So we want to have more studio spaces, even more bars, everything. So all kinds of spaces for queers to be queer.
And if you have materials too. I mean, if you got a closet full of materials, we want to try to be able to bring queens and designers and all sorts of stuff as part of the package, not just painters or photographers. So
That's right.
a big part of our mission is we really want to provide them with all that they need, give them stipends, give them the housing, and make sure that they have a really safe place to just focus on the craft that they're a part of.
That's excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. Thanks
Thanks
for
so
coming
much.
in.
Thank
you
you
for having us.
Yeah.
See you soon.
All right.
In addition, we talked about it last week, but this weekend is the Provincetown Film Festival, and we've got just a few reminders about what's going on there. Tonight, there are still a few tickets available for the special screening of Dick Johnson is Dead at the Mary Heaton Vorse House. The filmmakers are going to be there. You can get tickets at ptownfilm.org. There's also, on Saturday, a filmmaker celebration at the Churro Vineyard. Dan Minahan, our friend you saw on the show a few weeks ago, is going to be there, and also Oscar winner producer Christine Vachon. They're going to talk about Halston, everyone's favorite show of the moment. And then, it's really exciting, Saturday, they're doing a free showing of Back to the Future at Herring Cove. It is free, but please reserve your spot. And that's also at ptownfilm.org. Yeah, Penny Champagne is going to be there.
What?
Yeah.
Back to the Future?
He's in.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't forget to pick up your Ryan Landry shirts. Your film festival designed by
Yeah.
Mr. Landry himself.
Yeah. Also, Todd Flaherty is back in town for the moment. I saw him at Night of a Thousand Joes. He has a screening of his short film. It's at the Water's Edge Cinema. There's one at 11:30 and another one at noon. I think the 11:30 sold out. One. There might still be tickets for the noon one, but if you are free, please check it out. It's such a good film.
Excellent.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah. And now, we have Steve and Lamb from the Men of Melanin Magic joining us this whole weekend and today on Wake Up in Provincetown.
Yeah. Welcome to town, guys.
Yeah,
Thanks for coming in.
Yeah.
Happy to be here.
Yeah. We're happy to have you. So the Men of Melanin Magic is a Boston-based group, and you do mostly events and community-based events. Tell us a little about your work in Boston.
Yeah, so we started a while back in 2016. We're very much a grassroots effort. Our favorite word. That's
Great.
our favorite phrase. Because it's so true. How we reach out to community is very grassroots, and the way in which we put our events together, it's very intentional, and we want to make sure that in a transient city such as Boston, people know that they have a community in which they can plug in.
Excellent.
Especially, I lived in Boston for about a decade, and it very much, there weren't a lot of dedicated queer spaces, so you had to kind of carve out your own, especially dedicated spaces for queer people of color.
Yeah.
What type of spaces have you worked in Boston?
So we've had quite the journey. So we started as a more, like, I don't know if you're familiar with the Guerrilla Queer Bar movement. So going into predominantly straight spaces and like just taking that over and making a really queer people of color experience. And we've done quite a bit of that. We also have partnerships with some of the nightclubs now in Boston. So we try to give a range. Not everybody wants to be in a bar or club. So we've done stuff during the day, stuff during the evening, picnics, discussion groups. So it's really just about creating social spaces for folks and outlets. So yeah, I mean, we've been all over the city, I think, at this point, and like Everett and Somerville and who knows where else. But
That's awesome.
just touching every part we can get to.
We're community engineers who specialize in queer life.
I love that.
That's going on the website. That's going on the website today.
What do you got lined up for the weekend?
Oh my gosh, what don't we have lined up for the weekend? So yesterday or last night we started off with a hit. We were at the Pilgrim House for our welcome mixer. And so many people came on Thursday, skipped work I guess, but that's good for us.
Every night, Saturday night in town.
Exactly. And then we have a slew of events coming up, even today. So we're going to be back here at the P-Town Brewery from 7 to 11. But before that, we'll be at the Bradford Inn for our day party from 12 to 4. On Saturday, we're going to have a beach takeover. And then later on that day, we'll be at the Stowaway. And then Sunday, we're going to return to the Pilgrim, right where we started, and give a farewell brunch.
Are you guys sponsored by like coffee and Red Bull? I don't know. I'm tired
We should
already.
be. That's a plug.
You're like, can we be?
It's definitely a change because we were just at one venue in 2019, so this is the second year of Men of Color Weekend.
Yeah.
So we were just at one venue. It was much more centralized, much easier to coordinate. This 6 different events at different venues, but it gets folks moving and getting to know the town better,
Yes.
and it's definitely a step in the right direction.
No, it sounds like a lot of fun.
So the events are
Yes.
called Frolic.
Yes.
What made you go with that?
Well, we like the word frolic. It's very unique. It doesn't really get used as much as it probably should, but it also emphasizes a freedom or a sense of freedom and just living into who you are and owning that. And so that's what we are sticking to. That's our story, and we're sticking to it.
I love it. I love it.
And I know Boston's home, but like, has it dawned on you to maybe like come for a whole summer at some point?
That's a question.
You know,
We're trying to convince everyone to move to P-Town.
the thing is that like it has dawned on me to spend time in P-Town, but in the off season. That's when I really fall in love with the town. Of course, there's a magic to it during the summertime and the high season, but when you get into like that January, February, or even like October into the later part of the fall, it's so beautiful.
That's my favorite
Yeah.
time of year here.
Yeah.
As much as the summer and what is it, in season, whatever the phrase is, it's so much fun. You have so many folks from out of town. It's off season is just like when you actually get P-Town, which is just the folks who live here.
It's just us crazies here.
Yeah.
But we're always welcoming more crazies.
Exactly.
Yeah, whenever I meet a good person, I'm like, come, live here, be here.
Add us to the list.
Is there a website where everybody can find all the events for the weekend?
Yes, you can find us at www.menofmelaninmagic.com, and if you click on Men of Color Weekend, there's a drop-down arrow. It gives you all the events, and it also gives you the special discounts that we have in town. One place I do want to highlight is where I got this fabulous jacket.
I'm like,
It's from Be Exclusive. So find Rachel Harrington and Hera. I think it's 284 Commercial Street.
Excellent.
Yeah,
That's
it's
cute.
Thank you.
that is wicked cute.
You guys, thank you so much.
Well,
for coming.
one more thing. You're going to be speaking at the Juneteenth event tomorrow morning at the Monument.
I will be, but only after I get some more coffee.
Perfect. we got coffee here.
What time is that happening?
That is starting at 9.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it'll be a great time for us to not only celebrate but commemorate the importance of Juneteenth and the impact that it has for us to remember and into the future. So
And it's finally recognized as a federal holiday as of like today.
Yeah, it was signed. Yeah.
I know. I think a lot of people got a surprise Friday off, like federal employees.
Yes, yeah, we're talking to some folks, surprisingly, at the Treasury Department, and they're off.
Yeah,
so
that's exciting.
Yeah, so it's definitely happening.
We'll have a lot of fun. Don't forget to squeeze in like a nap.
what's
Yes.
that?
Yeah. Who needs
Rest
now?
is
What's
key.
that concept? But yeah.
Yeah, no, we're super excited, and Yeah.
Yeah,
Thanks
thanks
for
so much for
having
coming
us.
in. We'll be seeing you around this weekend.
You got it.
I'm probably going to pop into a few of your events, so we'll see you.
Please come. Please
Perfect. Awesome. Thanks so much.
come. Yep. Thank you.
There's also going to be performances by Kaya Cristal tomorrow morning and some amazing speakers at the Monument right at 9 a.m. Please come be a part of this. This is the first Provincetown's commemoration of Juneteenth. It is being done jointly with Fire Island.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're having an event as well. And I think it's really great that both of those queer communities are celebrating their queer people of color.
I did want to show everybody a brief 15-second video from this morning. If you're like me and you have a lot of birds outside of your, like, does this happen to you?
I can sleep through anything.
I cannot sleep through anything. I've been up since 4:27 in the morning. Jonathan, show them what it sounds like. It's horrible.
That's what it sounds like in my head.
Tomato.
I'm going to talk for a second. We'll come back. You're back on. Great. Speaking of art galleries, after you check out Sean Treadwell's gallery, be sure to stop by the Whalers Wharf. Greg Salvatore is having an opening for his new series, Ropes. He's been working on this series for about a year, but he's been doing a lot of really cool work on it and is finally ready to show it in its entirety and its fullness. Yeah.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, please give a very warm welcome to Mr. Drew Smith, who's debuting a brand new song today called Ocean Child. It's so beautiful. It's so Provincetown. I love it so much. Drew, take it away.
All right, thank you guys. So this is Ocean Child. You take your morning coffee with a little bit of gypsy soul. Sometimes you drink on the rocks. Sometimes you just get stoned. There's a little bit of salt in your smile. There's a copper tone when you talk. Haven't felt this way in a while. Your body waves when you walk. Ooh, your water when you move your hips. Ooh, you're slipping through my fingertips. That stuck in motion, moonlight, ocean child. Barefoot dancing, yeah, you're young and wild. You're looking, I'm crashing. Oh, I'm hooked and you're laughing. And I dive in those blue eyes open, golden coast style. Ocean child. Ocean child. Ocean child. Ocean child. High tides and good vibes only, written on your wrist tattoo. You kinda like you're lonely, kinda like an island new, yeah. There's a little bit of salt in your smile. There's a copper tone when you talk. Haven't felt this way in a while. Your body waves when you walk. Ooh, your water when you move your hips. Ooh, you're slipping through my fingertips. That stuck in motion, moonlight, ocean child. Barefoot dancing, yeah, you're young and wild. You're looking, I'm crashing. Oh, I'm hooked and I'm laughing. And I dive in those blue eyes open, golden coast style. Ocean child. Ocean child. Ooh, your water when you move your hips. Ooh, you're slipping through my fingertips. That stuck in motion, moonlight, ocean child. Barefoot dancing, yeah, you're young and wild. You're looking, I'm crashing. Oh, I'm hooked and you're laughing. And I dive into those blue eyes
You sounded incredible.
I know you're busy being a nurse and saving lives, but when are you going to move to Provincetown?
Hopefully soon. Yeah, that'd be a great idea. I love to have a place here.
So we can check you out on Spotify.
Yep. Check
Great.
out Spotify, Apple Music, kind of like everything.
Awesome. Yeah, follow him on Instagram too. He posts a lot of shirtless pics and it's great.
Great. Thank you guys for having me. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Drew.
Drew, that was beautiful. I think there's a very specific ocean child he's talking about. who's
No, I got like a
right
little
there
got a little
behind the
tear. So his boyfriend is Mikey Bukaram, who you can see pouring beers right here at Provincetown Brewing Company. He was like behind the camera watching, and I was like,
So sweet. You guys, don't forget tonight also is the first live Scream Along with Billy in over almost 2 years.
Well,
I
they've done
think.
like 100 virtual shows.
173, I think Sue said. So Sue and Billy are going to be at Boobala's tonight at 10 o'clock. They're doing a Harold and Maude themed show, which means lots of Cat Stevens, presumably. I'm really, really excited about this. You know, like this is my thing that I like to go to on Fridays when I get out of work. I can't wait to see you guys, Billy and Sue. Congratulations. We're so happy that you're back.
Yeah, it's a busy night tonight. We've got Sean's gallery opening. We have Greg's gallery opening for ropes. Yeah.
Jonathan, what show are you doing tonight?
Dolly.
Dolly Parton.
6
With,
p.m.
with Peter Donnelly and John Richardson. Yeah.
And also, if you have a minute, don't forget, I wanted to put some space between when we were talking about the White Party because of how much money Bob Lindsay raises compared to how much I'm raising. My birthday fundraiser for helping our women is coming to a close in like 4 or 5 days. I'm at about 7,000 of the 9,000 that I was aiming to raise. So
Well, you doubled your goal already.
I did.
Yeah.
I did. I think I'm just going to start with a bigger goal next year.
Yeah, I think that's great.
I know, but you know, I'm modest. I'm a modest person.
When?
Humble.
Just kidding.
Humble. Thank you guys for donating to it. But also thank you everybody who's watching right now. Thank you specifically to our sponsors, Be Well Cannabis Dispensary. Karen, thank you guys so much over there. Adam Howard at the Metal Working Shop at 3 Bradford Street. Oh my God, I do have to say, talk about Adam for a second.
So one of our good friends who works with us at the Red Inn, his name is Tony, he was asking around, he needed something welded, and I was like, talk to Adam, and he went over to Adam's studio, he fixed it up real quick, and gave, basically did it for free. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for taking care of our community and the people that really keep things moving in here. So thank you so much.
Scooter issue.
Yeah, something.
Yeah, like he can weld your scooter back together. He can make it so that you can get around. Adam is such a great guy and a huge supporter of our show. Adam, thank you so much. I know you're watching right now. Also, thank you to the Red Inn and Cafe Heaven. We'll be giving out gift cards again next week when we bring back our game of For Your Consideration.
Yeah, you got one ready?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Oh my God, yeah. Tearjerker.
Always. Thank you for waking up.
In Provincetown.
Wherever you are.
We'll see you guys next week. Have a great weekend.
This week featuring